Hi. So in this session we are going to learn about operator overloading. Okay. So what is operator overloading? So generally when we do 1 plus 2, Python gives us output as 3. When we add two strings, it gives you the output concatenation of these two strings, par plus ek is equal to par ek. Correct. So how is this happening? Now if I have a class, let's say point, I have a point 1 comma 2, every point will have an x and y, and I have a point 2, I have another point that is 3 comma 4. Now if I add 2 points, this is my own class, point class, I want to add these 2 points, and for me the definition should be x should be added, that means 1 plus 3, 4, and 2 plus 4 should be added, that means 4 comma 6. I want to get a new point which have x as 4 and y as 6. Now this is my own class. I want to implement, if my p is equal to this and p1 equal to this, I can write p2 is equal to p plus p1, and it should give me this as an output. I am expecting this. Now this will not happen automatically. You have to do something. You have to implement some functions in your point class. You have to override some of the functions. So Python provides us a functionality to overload these operators. How it provides? It gives you opportunity to overload some of the operators, like it gives you operator plus. It can be plus, add, minus for subtract. This star you can use underscore mul underscore for multiplication. You need to override these functions. These are the special functions which you can override for all of these operators: modulo, greater than equal to, less than equal to, at index, length, underscore str underscore. We have already seen this. So these are some of the functions which you can override, and this will work out on your operators. Okay, so we will explore some of the functions for this, and let's try to code and see. Okay, let's start. So we are going to implement a point class. We are going to implement a point class. Now every point class will have an x and y. So first of all, let's make an init function for a point class. It will have an x and y. So that means x comma y, and my x, let's say it is a private variable. It is x and that is y. Okay, every point will have an x and y. Great. Now I can have a getter and setter. So let's override this function as well. We know how to override this. So for overriding this, I am writing like, I am returning a string. This point is at, okay, let's say this, and I am converting my self dot underscore x comma y, that means comma okay, great. So for description I have used this point is at this x and this y. Okay, I am using like this. Now for plus operator we need to override this function. What it takes two arguments. One is a self and another is point object, something like this. So if you want to override, how add works is you had p1, you had p2, you had written p1 plus p2. So plus will be called for p1. So self will be p1 here, this will be p1, and p2 will be a point object. This is happening, and now if I call this, it would return me a new point, which is the addition of this. So I will add x of both and add y of both and create a new point and store it and return that point. Okay, so what I need to do, I need to create a point object, new point object, which have x as self was p1, that means self dot underscore x plus point underscore object dot underscore x. This will be my x, and my y will be self dot underscore y. Create a no point. Now my point requires x and y, so my new x will be this, and my new y will be self dot underscore underscore y plus point underscore object dot underscore underscore y. Create a new point with this and return that point. I just want to implement this. Okay, so I think that is clear. So let's quickly create 2 points, p1 equal to 1 comma 2 and p2 is equal to 3 comma 4. I have created p3 is equal to p1 plus p2. So I have overloaded the operator using the underscore underscore add function, and now I will, let's say, printing p3. So if I call print p3, it will call str function for p3, and oh, 1 second, this is not this. This will be point. So it had overloaded for list. Okay, point. Correct. Now if I run this, so this point is at 4 comma 6. So my plus operator is overloaded. Okay, so it added 1 comma 3, 1 plus 3 is 4 and 2 plus 4 is 6, and it created a new point and called the str function for that. So let's overload one operator as one another operator as well. So for less than, we need to override this function. So for comparing 2 points, we are comparing the distance from 0 comma 0, that is under root of x square plus y square. Okay, so distance from 0 comma 0 for point p1 and distance from 0 0 to point p2, that is under root of x square plus y square, again corresponding x square and y square, whichever is greater. So if I need to compare p1 less than p2, I need to check for p1 if this value is less than this. Okay, for comparing this, I need to use a square root function. There is a math library which you can use for square root function. So let's quickly import that library. So I had imported math library. For less than operator, I will override this function and I will like this, and I need to compare math dot square root of, first I will calculate what, self dot underscore underscore x whole square plus self dot underscore underscore y whole square. This is one functionality. If it is less than, I need to compare p1 less than p2, math dot square root point underscore object dot underscore underscore x whole square plus point underscore object dot underscore underscore y whole square, something like this. I need to compare this, and whatever this value is will be returned after that. So less than returns your boolean, so whatever boolean it will return, that will be your answer. I will return something like this. So here I am comparing print p1 less than p2. So under root of 1 square plus 2 square is around root 5, under root of 3 it is less than this, so it should return true. Let's compare it, it is returning true. If I will compare vice versa, it should return false. So it is returning false. So I have overloaded some of the operators. You can overload according to your situation, but the concept is we can overload some of the operators which our class need. Okay, thank you.